It's time to plant my onions and leeks. I brought in this tray that I had out of my greenhouse. I filled it in the fall. It was frozen. I brought it in until it thawed out. And now I'm just going to wet it down. I'm going to use warm water, almost hot water. The warm water will help the seeds germinate. I don't want too much water pressure here. When you're wetting down your flat, it's important that you don't get it too wet so that you get it wet enough. To find out that perfect amount of wetness just kind of takes trial and error. So now if we look at it, it's wet down about 2 inches right now, I would say. As it sits here, that will soak down and it'll get wet a little further down. I usually know if I got it wet enough by the feel, the weight to the pot. I don't want it so heavy that it feels like it's drenched all the way through, but I want it to feel like it does have some weight to it now compared to how it felt when it was completely dry. Alright, so I'm going to plant my onion seeds. I'm going to start with West Coast seeds. Walla Walla. Onion seeds are quite tiny. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle them on the surface here, and they should grow fairly thick in the pot, and then I'll be able to separate them afterwards when I plant them outside. For my last onion seeds here, I wanted to show you guys I have some seeds that I saved myself. I'm quite excited to see if these will germinate. So there's my seeds, and I'm going to plant them in my last pot. They're not as cleaned out as the other seeds. They have some little pieces of the onion seed head still in with them. And actually I'm just going to plant them all. This one might be more jam-packed full. There we go. So for the last part, now that all my seeds are planted, I have some soil here. It says to plant the onion seeds 1/4 inch deep. The easiest thing I find when using small seeds is just to sprinkle a bit of soil on top of them afterwards. So now I'm going to do that on each one. And now it's time to water in our seeds. Just as I watered in the pots with hot water, now I'm using lukewarm water to water the top of these seeds. It's always best if your soil is warm, your water is warm, and where you're planting is warm. Should give you the best success.